It was completely a great experience. Um, I was really young with my first daughter. I didn't have any support system. Now I understand what does that mean, but before I don't even have the idea to understand what important is that, right? For a mom or for a parent. With my first child, and then having all my family members far away and just me here, and have that person I can trust and ask questions and she can listen. It was more than anything, it was kind of safe place.
I know that I have somebody objectively I can fall back on as a resource that isn't my mom, isn't my dad, isn't a friend, to listen and not sort of insert their own experience, I guess, into the situation.
They come to the house and give you resources straight to your door. At any point, my home visitor can, I can call and I can text, and she will be right there right away as soon as she can.
During the home visitor program, or doing the home visitor program, allowed us to kind of set aside time each week to really focus on my child's milestones and to be able to kind of ask specific questions about things that were going on in our life at the time, milestones or challenges with sort of each developmental age that she would reach. And it was really helpful to talk about those day-to-day challenges that I didn't necessarily have a chance to talk to the pediatrician about, or to really connect with other people about. So just being able to ask questions as they came up in a really kind of comfortable, familiar place in our own home. And it kind of forced me to stop and think about like some of the highlights and some of the challenges of parenting.
I have a lot of family and a lot of friends, but it was nice to have someone that I didn't know or no one else had any association with to ask some uncomfortable questions or kind of get a different perspective.
I like the fact that Firstborn offers somebody like a home visitor to come in who can be objective and just listen and just be like, sometimes I just need a sounding board of, am I crazy? Is this normal what I'm going through? Is this, have you heard of this happening? And a lot of times our family and friends can love us so much that they want to be so involved. And sometimes that's not what you need. And so
yeah, it was like big deal for me. Like every time she come home, I was like expecting her, and I hate it when I have to cancel it. It just get to that really great experience and that close relationship.
It also includes the perks of having her resources, and she's very informative with my son and the way she helps me with transitions through taking away the bottle, all that stuff when I didn't know what to do.
So I liked that, and it was really nice for them to see her, and it was my daughter, in her environment, and to see like she was like, they brought it to her, so she was really comfortable in that environment, especially during COVID, which we couldn't do the home visiting. It was nice to even do Zoom and actually have somewhere for her to, like, something normal or someone that she actually knew.
I think it reinforced the good things I was doing as a parent. I think a lot of parents really question their abilities, and, especially with a first child, not really sure if they know what they're doing, but it really reinforced that I was doing the right things, that I had good attachment with my child, and that she was meeting her milestones. I love that it can be kind of personalized to the child. There's a curriculum that we followed based on development, but it also could be specific to whatever our needs were. So for example, when I was looking at different preschool programs for my daughter, the home visitor would go look some things up and come back with a list of resources. So really whatever my questions or challenges were, she could come with a list of resources or give me a place to find more information.
What Betty has changed in my life while participating in this program is how my parenting styles and how I can adjust them to fit better my child's needs. My child has sensory issues, and she has looked up resources and advised me how to handle all his needs.
They gave me so much knowledge about and resources about parenting, because no one knows what they're doing the first time. And there were times when I'd be like, okay, I don't know what I'm getting, and then something new would pop up. And I really liked the discipline or the way to kind of parent your children that came, I think, in the first or the second year. I think that was really nice. A good way to start, it was the circle of security, a good way to start kind of introducing that, which led to some other reading, which was really good. And then it just helped me get confidence, and also helped my husband when I would share with him in our parenting, and then reassured me when I really thought I wasn't being a good parent, that it was okay. I definitely find myself like, oh, it was also nice in a busy life to have 1 hour just dedicated to her.
Doesn't it sometimes feel like therapy for an hour a week, or however frequently you see them? And it does, because you're kind of just offloading everything that's in your mom brain for a little bit, and to somebody who just gets it and is there for that reason, of just examples of not inserting myself too much in playtime and not showing them the quote unquote right way to do something. So, this I don't know, this toy, this is how you're supposed to play with this toy. Just making sure that I understand, this is independent play. This is something that they are going to do with what they want to, because they're still learning what things do. They're still exploring. I need to back off a little bit and let them do what it is that they want. And until it gets to a point where it's not safe anymore, that's where I draw the line of saying no, and I step in, right? I think that having that offering of Circle of Security and that program that's just been really invaluable in helping me to understand my kids. It's putting a name to a lot of the things that we go through emotionally.
It's so many things. I just kind of opened the door to so many resources, information, positive parenting skills, reflecting, all these things. And I guess my mom tried to do with me as a child. I never got it, right? Or I didn't understand it since when I have this home visitor, and I received that support and that information. And then also knowing that she cared about my daughter, that makes you start building new expectations. You're pushing yourself to be better.
And my home visitor was just always so enthusiastic about coming to see us. She always seemed excited to be there. And I imagine she was like that for all of the families she visited, and this really made it fun. And I remember a part of really reflecting on my own upbringing and things I want to do that my parents did and things I don't want to do that my parents did. And I think it made me feel more confident in my parenting style and in the strategies I was using to connect with my child. It gave me reassurance that I was doing the right things. This is my time that I'm connecting with my child and my home visitor, and I'm not going to be doing other things. And we're just going to talk about my child and ask my questions and go over some curriculum.
I would just encourage them to. It was really supportive, and it just really helped our family grow. And I guess I would just say that we had an amazing experience, and I would encourage them to trust someone to come into their family. My sister just had her first, and we encouraged her to do. I think she's already signed up.
What I would say to my friends, if they were thinking of getting a home visitor, was to definitely get one. It's a great support, and Betty has always been there. Every time I could call her, I could text her, and she'll answer as soon as she can.
I think just that everybody needs help with parenting. Still, I think was important to have someone coming to my house every couple weeks and just seeing how we were doing. And a lot of people are susceptible to postpartum depression, and a lot of things can happen in that first year. And so I think it's important to be checking in and just to accept all the help and support that the community offers.
Having that component as part of my village to raise my kid has been just invaluable, because it sheds a different perspective and light on any situation. I know that for me, I err on the side of making sure they're safe, making sure they're secure. I'm always the one that's like, no, don't climb too high. Be careful. Watch out for this. Watch out for that. And oftentimes, you're right. And people who love our kids as much as we do can sometimes maybe be blinded by that so much that you forget to push them a little harder, and that no, it's okay. You can try to let Idris try to pull himself up on the dishwasher. Like, it's okay. Like, he's gonna be fine. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. It's these little reminders that it's just like, oh, I don't know if my family or friends would feel comfortable enough like suggesting that, or prodding me a little bit more, or prodding my kids a little bit more to do that.
Then a home visitor will be that person is gonna be on your side. She's gonna be the person you can complain about it, and she's not gonna judge you. Not necessarily choose your sides, right? Because there's a mom and a dad and always parents involved, but it's just you're gonna have somebody to cheer for you. I think I can see the impact in her. She's really independent. She's like super funny, and she knows how to set boundaries to her own, to people. Like, she's super confident. It takes like questions that you will have as a parent, right? But having a person to talk to about it and reflect into it, and then share that, or share little things there as a parent, they're really important. Give you kind of that safety place for you, right?
It doesn't matter if you are like an 18-year-old parent, or if you're a 43-year-old parent, or anything in between. It doesn't matter if you have a high school education or a doctorate degree. Everybody kind of has the same challenges, and so it really just kind of meets parents where they're at, I think.